So it is noticed recently that there is cash scarcity. For those of you who have been in the bank recently would have noticed that there is cash scarcity. And it's even reported that in some quarters, some POS operators are now hiking their charges. This is owing to the fact that they had to resort to filling stations, resort to traders and market people to get their cash they use for their daily businesses. And it's also perceived that some Nigerians are beginning to hoard the Naira notes because of the order that was given by the Supreme Court that effective 31st December 2023 that the old Naira notes will cease to be legal tender. Now, if it is the reason why some persons are beginning to hoard the Naira notes, is because they are not up to date with information. And for that reason, if you come across my video, please make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and make sure you follow me for updates on what is happening in the banking sector and the economy at large. So recall that the CBN initially gave a directive that effective 31st January 2023, the old Naira note will cease to be legal tender. There was public outcry because of the unavailability of the newly designed Naira notes and because of the hardship that the suspension of the old Naira notes as legal tender was posing on Nigerians. And CBN extended the expiration of the old Naira notes as legal tender to February 10, 2023. Recall that the then governors of Kaduna, then governor of Zamfara, and the governor of Kogi State approached the Supreme Court to get an interim order restraining the CBN from complying with its directive to suspend the old Naira notes as legal tender. Their reason was because of the unavailability of the newly designed Naira notes and because of the economic comatose that this whole thing have thrown the economy to. So after hearing this suit, the Supreme Court then gave an order that the old Naira notes expiration as legal tender had been extended to December 31st, 2023. But recently, the federal government, through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, approached the Supreme Court to extend indefinitely the suspension of old Naira notes as legal tender. And this order was granted by the Supreme Court that in line with the CBN Act 2007, Section 20, Subsection 5, which states that the banknotes issued by the CBN remains a legal tender. And so for that reason, there is no need to hoard the Naira notes. The old Naira notes and the new Naira note will coexist as legal tender in this country. So we have been through a lot. There is no need for the hoarding of the Naira notes. Anahu Shelanya, Biko, Aniryoga, all those people who are holding the Naira note, allow the Naira notes to circulate. The order that the Supreme Court gave initially, the Supreme Court had turned it and it's no longer valid. So the Naira notes, old and new, are both legal tender. Biko, Ariola Munno, Nashipla Mario Honno. Let's celebrate this festive period in peace.